Hey, welcome back guys. So quick fact, Udemy's founder, Gagan Biani, he is working on a new startup which is based on a concept called cohort-based classes, where he's going to take a private batch of say 30-20 students and they'll have an instructor teach live on Zoom. So this is a new concept that Udemy's founder has founded, and there's a reason why this is happening, because Udemy courses are recorded courses, and these recorded courses have a 5% completion rate. So only 5% of people who take these courses actually complete it. And today we're going to discuss a couple of reasons why these recorded courses have such low completion rates. In fact, I haven't completed half of my courses. And then we'll also be looking at some effective ways of completing these online courses, so that aise na ho ki you're just buying courses and keeping it to yourself. You'll actually learn something and build something out of those courses. So if you're studying in a college, if you're studying in school, jahan pe aap baithe hue ho apne doston ke sath and the teacher is teaching, then the completion rate is almost 100% because you're like kind of forced to learn whatever they're teaching. But in case of online courses, most of them are self-paced. What that means is you can pause and play the video anytime that you want. And that has both its advantages and disadvantages. The advantage is that if you're learning something like coding, then everyone has different pace of learning. So if you're a slow learner, आप आराम से पढ़ सकते हो, pause play करके अपना time लेके सारे concepts पढ़ सकते हो. But then the issue is of motivation, right? Who likes to watch videos continuously if you don't know what the outcome is? अगर कोई live person आपको सिखा रहा नहीं है, then usually there's no huge motivation for a lot of people. If you don't have friends around to learn with, if you don't have projects where you can talk with your friends, talk with the instructor, then there's not a huge motivation. And that's one of the main reasons why the drop-off rates are so high. Udemy का एक और problem ये है कि you can't ask a doubt directly, right? For example, say I'm taking a coding course and if I did not understand a particular syntax, if it was a real school or a classroom or a Zoom class, then I can just simply raise my hand or unmute and say कि मुझे ये concept नहीं समझ में आया. On Udemy, you'll have to go through Stack Overflow, you'll have to Google those questions up, and the process is quite lengthy. That might also be a reason why it has higher drop-offs. So what's the solution? There are two solutions. A is find a community with whom you can learn with, right? For example, on Clinify, you can find a lot of people who are trying to learn similar skills. अगर आप Python सीख रहे हो, तो you can go on Clinify's Python channel on Discord and talk with other people who are learning Python, and maybe you can discuss some concepts, maybe you can work on projects together, maybe you can see which courses you're taking, so that you have a learning community और आपके पास कुछ तो motivation है जिसकी वजह से आप पढ़ सकते हो. And then the second thing that you can do is attend CBCs. CBCs stand for cohort-based classes. Cohort-based class is when there's a small private batch of students being led by an instructor. For example, 30 students है एक Zoom call पे with an instructor leading it with a bunch of projects. So it's going to be a cool concept. In fact, at Clinify, we tried out this concept for finance. Shreyans took a finance course. It was sold out in a day. So yeah, look forward to some cohort-based classes as well from Clinify. The third way is to actually do something when you're learning. For example, if you're doing graphic design, you should have a learning outcome at the end. ये course करके क्या फायदा होने वाला है? If you have that particular motive in mind, then completing that course will be much easier. For example, when I was working on QLock, my ultimate aim was to build an authentication system जहाँ पे login logout हो सकता है, and after that process is completed, I need to be able to build a dashboard. So that was my project aim. और उस हिसाब से मैंने Node.js पढ़ा. So once I started learning the language, I knew what the ultimate outcome was, and that made it much more easier for me to complete the project and to complete the course. So if you are learning any skill, then have an outcome in mind, have a North Star in mind कि ये course complete करने के बाद I should be able to do this particular project. I should be able to maybe build this particular feature. And once you have that particular outcome, completing the course becomes very easy because you're aligned to that particular thought. So the next time you're learning, say, HTML or CSS, have an end project in mind. Maybe it's your portfolio site, maybe it's a task manager, could be one of these things, and then accordingly work towards it so that it's much more easier and more interactive. And always remember, it's always fun to learn with your friends and just interact with them. So make sure that you're not someone who's learning alone. Make some friends. Come on Clinify's Discord, make some friends. Maybe just talk to someone on LinkedIn, maybe talk to your college alumni, college friends, and learn together. You'll learn much more क्योंकि एक brain से काम नहीं चलेगा. If you have like 5 other smart people around you, then the outcome will be much larger. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, then do subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.